Yes, sir. Y'all, welcome to Bandwidth, y'all. It's about to be phenomenal. It's about to go down, y'all. Thank you for tuning in. What's up, everybody? My voice is gone, man. Let me lower the What's up, everybody? Do me a favor, like, share, and tag, y'all. Happy Monday. Welcome to Bandwidth. Do me a favor, press that subscribe button if you haven't already. Welcome to episode 155, y'all.
Ooh. Wow.
15,752 podcast downloads, 1,935 YouTube subscribers, man. Y'all show your love, bro.
Go down. Yeah, thank you.
Y'all did good, man. When did we start, Brand?
Ooh.
I said, Brand, what are you talking about? Woo.
I was just
and you didn't start. You didn't start.
Why do you always say that? Y'all, I just wasn't on the show. I was with y'all.
You wasn't with us shooting in the gym. Oh.
That is crazy to say that I used to come.
I'm talking about when I was in that corner with that Apple computer.
No pain.
I started a little bit after that.
Yeah.
What was it, Brand?
Months.
Yeah, it was months. It was a long time.
Y'all, long time. Come
Yeah.
on, months.
We didn't have guests for a very long time.
It was just
Maybe
me
what,
in
a
this
year?
room.
It wasn't no year.
It might have been,
Not about 6 months.
months.
Yeah.
Okay.
but you wasn't here at episode 1.
I was on that computer by myself.
So it was like this wall was the line.
Yeah. I had that bandwidth sign. I had the, y'all still hear me?
Jesus.
Yes, sir. Yes.
I need a longer cord, man. Y'all remember that orange bandwidth sign?
I do. Yeah. Oh,
That was right
that
there.
way. That's right. Somebody's right behind you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
It just looks different.
It's time to upgrade
Do
it.
something new.
It's time to upgrade that.
All right.
What y'all think?
Yes. Let's go.
What could I put?
I think it should
Bandwidth.
still say bandwidth. So maybe like. Thanks, Dad. Thanks, Dad. Bandwidth.
Whatever.
Yeah.
That meant more extraordinary.
What I'm
Yeah,
saying is,
something.
y'all, should it be this big orange B, or should it be like how should?
Oh, like the branding of it.
Yeah,
Oh, that would be dope.
yeah.
I like the
I
word
like,
though,
yeah.
but
I like the concept of the V though. That's cool.
That's fine.
So be
I'm a little biased for the V concept.
I'm a
Yeah.
little biased with a little bit. I'm a little biased, but hey, get the B. I'm a little biased. I'm a little biased, but hey, the B is good.
Her name is Brandy.
Yeah,
so
we get
she
it.
likes
We get it. We get it.
Branding. What's your branding? Branding with Brandy?
No.
No, when you
Your
did
business.
your business, when you did
Can't say branding without brandy.
yeah, you can't say branding without Brandy.
Yeah.
That is so fire.
That's fire.
Like,
That's fire, dog.
yes, that's actually
it's in my
genius.
memory.
Yeah, real.
Yes,
When did you do that? That's on cold.
that's fine. She's man.
Girl, creative.
Child.
Yeah, that's
Can't
cool.
mess with Brandy.
Chris, you good?
I'm great.
You tired?
No, I'm alive.
No, I'm
great.
tired.
Moving forward.
No, okay, well, I'm tired.
I'm tired.
Yeah, I'm tired.
I'm tired. I didn't know.
What time you went to sleep?
wanted me to say.
What time did you get back?
What time did I get back, or what time did I go to sleep?
What time did you? Just follow the instructions, man. Come on, dog. Man, come on. Follow the instructions, man.
You slapped me. You just slapped me.
Man.
Wow, that was a hard one too. Like that was okay. I got back at 3 something. Yeah. Because I was I got back here 3 when I opened my eyes.
What time did you go to sleep?
Like 4:20 something.
Yeah.
Like 4 something.
There's you what time you went to sleep?
11:26 p.m.
Shakir, what time you go to sleep? Huh?
About 1.
About 1? All right. Brand, what time did you get back?
3:30.
Yeah,
Yeah,
3:30.
3:30.
Yeah. We got back early this morning.
Jesus.
Cause we went on assignment.
Early.
For you.
You doing what now?
I was praying.
Thought you were doing what now?
You doing what now?
I was.
What you say to the Lord?
She an intercessor now. Cold-blooded intercessor.
Yeah.
Touch the heavens. Yeah, show us
Yeah,
how
give us
you
a little.
praying for
Hey, give us a
Pastor.
little taste of how you pray,
Yeah,
Dan.
show us how you pray for him.
Yeah, show me a little bit of what you said to the Lord on my behalf.
Yeah.
Father God, in the name of Jesus, we come humbly before you,
That's what she said.
asking and pleading with you, Lord Jesus,
Oh, Jesus.
that you send a revival down there
Organ in the bag.
for my pastor.
Amen.
Anyway,
I believe she prayed.
All right. I
I
did
prayed
pray.
that.
you prayed while you was in the bed, like, Lord, do it for him, Jesus.
Sit down, Shallow.
That's the dog, right?
That's a dog.
Yeah.
That's a dog.
Y'all got twins.
Yeah, you brothers, twins.
Brothers.
They twins.
They twins.
They
They
twins.
twins.
They're twins. Yeah. Woo, having a hard time. Jesus, pray for us.
Dog, I ain't go to sleep until 6.
Stop.
Oh.
I ain't go to sleep until 6 o'clock, dog.
But
6
you were
a.m.?
sending messages at 9.
Yeah, I did.
You didn't sleep long?
I didn't sleep long. No.
Wow.
I slept. Yeah, and then I started sending y'all messages around
Yeah.
9 something. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did. Matter of fact, my
Yeah,
first
yeah,
one was
it was
at
at
4
4.
something.
Yeah, it was at 4 something.
Yeah, my first one was at 4 o'clock. Yeah.
Yeah.
4:30.
Oh God, no. I'll be waking up. How about I'm gonna check my phone? Jesus, messages,
No,
messages,
man.
Jesus.
I was lit,
Don't go to
dog.
sleep.
I was lit, man. No, man, we talking about we
Oh,
forgot
okay,
we on
yeah,
the
we
show,
forgot,
man.
my bad.
Let's do some commercials real quick.
Listen up, listen up, listen up. If you love bandwidth, and I know that you do, like our content, share it with family and friends, and tag anyone that you know would love.
Hey, we need some new commercials.
Yeah.
But
we gonna get off
We
that.
sick of that green jacket, though.
Hey. I was gonna wear that this week. I was gonna wear that jacket this week.
No. Let that jacket go down.
That jacket is cute.
Yeah, let that
Let it
jacket.
go like trash.
I'm just saying, don't wear that until 2026.
No, that jacket is how many times have I worn?
What I'm saying is, we see it all the
see it
time.
all the time.
Yeah, don't wear it.
You gotta put it in the
I'm
archive.
gonna wear it to work.
I
They ain't gonna see it at work.
If you wear it to church, people are like, all right, man, don't wear that no more,
Please
man.
don't do that.
Don't wear that no more,
That's
man.
embarrassing. That's
Yeah.
embarrassing.
People
They
like
will.
that.
Yeah, people will
Yeah.
do that. People talk about.
Hey,
bandwidth
dude,
and
hey, let me
stuff
ask y'all a
like
question real quick. So, I'm gonna ask it because I want to know. Nobody says anything to me about bandwidth. Do people talk about bandwidth?
that.
People
Absolutely.
talk to us about bandwidth
All the time.
Stop.
All the time.
Yes, a lot of people actually came to the church from bandwidth, and
That's
they
cool.
tell us.
For real?
You know, we so sorry. We joking on you like that. We gonna pray for you. It's okay.
I don't be joking.
You can. You don't be joking.
No, I hadn't joked in a minute.
What's a minute?
Yeah, well, like how many minutes? how many minutes has
Because
it
I think you
been?
just told a joke about the coat.
Yeah, I mean.
No, you laughed though.
Okay.
And I think we all agree. Like, people will walk up and say, I ain't bandwidth.
You joking.
I'm just, all right.
You joke all the time.
No.
All the time. It's a joke. Yeah, you joke. You said I was a praise dancer a couple days ago.
What?
You showed us a video and said this would be me, the way the lady crawled in the church. I would crawl in the church and start praise dancing.
That was hilarious.
But you
though.
thought about me when you saw that
The
video.
only reason is because you told us when you were back in, like Mississippi.
But that's how I
When you
did
were
it
in the
though.
choir.
I crawled in the
What-
church. Crawled.
I could just see you doing miming and things like that.
You can see me miming.
Yeah. Did you do it?
I'm a joke.
Did you do praise? Did you do praise stuff? Like, were you in the choir in the praise dance?
I was in the choir
Uh-huh.
and I did praise dance.
To what song?
I did Now behold.
Everybody does that song.
the Lamb.
Everybody does. What was the move? What was the move?
Now behold the Lamb.
Don't do that ever again.
Precious Lamb.
Dog, she pulled a string. She pulled it. Y'all saw it. She did the tip. They always pull something. They do.
Don't get me that.
Do it again.
When they pull it. You know,
Dude, I
since I can't sing.
thought you didn't grow up in church though.
No, I didn't. So my parents are divorced, right? So you got the Chi-Town side. That's my mama now. Ooh, Jesus. That side up there. So I used to go summers. So my stepmom is from Mississippi. So we used to go to Mississippi some summers, and the other summers I would go to Chicago. When I was in Chicago, I was grown. Okay, I was taking public transportation at 11 years old, 10 years old. But when I was in Mississippi, I was in church because my stepmom is from the country. She's Baptist church. That's where I had my first solo saying, Jesus is on the main line. Tell him what you want. Just tell him what you want. Oh, Jesus is on the main. Come on, line. Tell him what you want. Just tell him what you want. Call him up. Tell him what you want. He will come in a hurry. Tell him what you want. Just tell him what you want. Oh, he will come in a hurry. Tell him what you want. Just tell her what you want.
How did we get
Tell
here?
her what you want.
Dog.
You know, that just took me back. That just
Oh
took me
my
back.
God.
Y'all, that was my solo.
Yeah.
That's why I can remember it like that.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
That was
it
your moment.
Y'all, the people was in the back backing me up. Not like how y'all just did, though. Y'all just stared at me. But Shakira clapped. She started to clap. But, you know, I did praise dance. I can do it all. I can do it all.
Wow.
Amen.
Yeah,
I can do it
man.
all. I can do it all.
Amen.
You know what? Maybe I should join the dance team.
Hey, y'all show your love for Crystal Clear. What would you do?
You know what? That's
What would you
not
do,
right.
dog?
That's not right. All right. So this What Would You Do segment is called 8 + 1 + 1. I'm a 42-year-old woman and I've been married twice. And honestly, I thought love was completely over for me. I had given up on the idea until I met my current fiance. When I say this man changed my life, I mean it. He's a provider, he's kind, and most of all, he's patient. What I love most about him is that he accepted the one thing most men before him wouldn't: my 8 kids. Yes, I have 8 children. All by, wait, y'all.
I'm sorry. My bad.
Come on,
I'm
man.
sorry.
8, that's not bad.
Whoa.
I have 8 children, all by the same man, and every single date I went on before this one made it crystal clear that was a deal breaker for them. But not him. He looked me in the eye and said, I love kids and I love you. And that was that. Well, fast forward, we're a week away from our wedding. We went on a date recently and he asked if he could talk to me about something serious. I thought it was just wedding nerves or last minute details, but then he asked me, would you ever consider having more children? I was confused because we've already talked about this. From the beginning, I made it clear I didn't want any more, and he agreed 8 was more than enough. But now he says, although he loves my children, they're not his, and he wants a child or 2 of his own. He said no man wants to marry a woman and never have his own seed. I told him I'm not willing to compromise on that. We didn't argue, but we left the dinner without a solution, and now I'm torn. So, ladies, what would you do? Do I go through with this marriage and give him the one thing he says he still desires? Do I have more children? Or do I stand on my boundaries and accept that maybe this relationship isn't for me after all?
Child.
Have the babies.
She better have that baby.
I don't see 8 kids.
She
nobody
better have that baby. If she
Nobody.
know what's good for her, she better get the pop.
Nobody else is gonna. Nobody. I mean, they may.
No, they're not.
People may.
They still gonna feel the same way. They want their own kids. She better have that man, baby.
But 9 kids,
Had that
maybe
man, baby.
10.
Have that man.
What if he wants 2 kids? What if you have twins? 10 kids?
How old is he? Did he say?
No, they didn't say.
How old is she?
42.
And she has 8 kids. When did they meet?
She said she's been married twice, so I don't.
Bro, let me tell you something, my dog. Can I know you said
No,
ladies.
no, please.
Let me
add.
tell you something, my dog. Shawty been married twice.
Yeah.
Not to you. She has 8 children. None of them are yours.
Yeah.
Either you are a loser or you're about to lose. That's a bad deal.
Kids. And then they didn't name how old they were.
No. Hold on. No.
Okay.
Hold on.
Okay.
No. Y'all missing me. You've been married twice. 8 children. You're about to, either you are a loser that you would even consider, or you're about to lose drastically. Peace out. Peace out. 25 women to 1 man. Peace out.
Jesus, that's what the
Yeah.
Peace out.
He's settling, ain't it?
25 to 1.
Did you hear me what I said, sir? Peace out.
25.
Grab
It's hard out here.
your stuff and go.
Okay.
42,
She
8 kids, married twice.
The kids.
The more you say it,
yeah.
At best, she should be your best friend.
Oh, that's not. It's a grace out there for you know.
Listen to me, dog.
All right.
You're
I'm
about to
trying.
lose.
I'm trying
Do
here.
not marry her.
I'm trying, woman of God. I'm trying. Okay.
Poor thing.
No. What if he's like 70 something years old? 82. Last time, 82. 82.
He 82 and ain't never experienced nothing. Something wrong. All right. Yeah.
All right, I tried.
Don't be no fool. No, dog.
All right. We praying for you.
Yeah, don't even do that, dog. All right, Shakira, holler at us with this. First of all, I'm telling you right now, not tasting that on camera. Not Gabriel Powell. Not Gabriel Powell. I'm just letting you know, I'm not doing it. I am not doing that on camera. Bro, I'm not. I am not doing that on camera. If y'all ain't got no, if you ain't got no knife, your boy ain't tasting. Shakira, I don't know what you were thinking, but Gabriel Allen Powell. I'm a grown Chris. I'm a grown man. I'm a grown man. I'm not about to suck no pop. I'm not Brandon. I'm not about to suck no popsicle on camera.
Don't be no fool. Don't be no fool.
If it don't come in pieces, if it don't come,
we about to cut yours up. We about to cut yours up.
Pause. Ain't nobody doing it. Ain't doing it, dog.
Yeah.
Go for it, Shakira. Holler at us. What we got?
I don't want to do it either.
So, around the environment, candy is a fan fave. Specifically, worms, etc. So, Trolley has a new gummy pop.
It's wiggly.
Yeah, it say it wiggles.
This is not. Can we skip this segment today?
Soft and chewy and gummy.
Yeah.
What kind of promotion is that?
This is
You can just pass them back.
Yeah.
I want to eat it.
Y'all go for it. I'm not doing it though.
I said that. I said y'all want me to.
Listen. Gabriel Powell ain't doing it.
All right. We gonna do it. We ain't gonna make it weird. We ain't gonna make it weird. It's already weird, but.
Pass me one.
Okay. So Shakira's gonna taste one.
Okay.
This thing.
Is it
ain't
cold?
melted.
No, it might just be gummy for real.
Okay. Take one, pass it down.
All right, let's see.
So.
Oh no, they really gummy. Oh, that's kind of weird.
This is strange.
It really wiggled. Oh, this
No.
about to piss me off.
Please don't.
Look at the popsicle.
No way.
Bro,
This for kids. I'm too old for this. I'm too old for this now, for real.
I can't hold myself.
Y'all.
This is too far. Why would they make the
didn't know.
popsicle wiggle like that?
Shakira,
No.
you knew.
I didn't know.
You tried to set us up.
I didn't.
Nah, man. Nah, I'm real OG. I ain't tasting that. Pass it down. I'm good.
all I care about is myself right now.
I feel you.
I'm not doing it. I lead men. I lead grown men.
Yeah, nah, I ain't gonna count.
This is the funniest thing I done
I'm
seen
too
all
deep for
day.
that. Go ahead, put that down.
Y'all
sweetie.
look how it's leaning.
Yeah, that's it. I'm not tasting that.
Wow, okay. Yeah, you thought it was melted. No, it just
Shakira.
had some wiggle in it.
I would like to apologize.
You should. Brandon, how is it? Did you taste yours?
I hadn't opened it yet because I saw the lip point.
Bro,
Yeah, nah, man.
hey man,
right.
taste this on your own time.
Yeah. That was funny.
Shakira,
I'm sorry.
give us our current events. But your boy got to stay gangster with
Yeah,
it. You feel
I
me?
feel you on that for real.
All right.
Wow.
So, would any of you ever go to the edge of space
Shakira.
for science?
Shakira, it's getting worse and worse. Like, no, we wouldn't.
How much they paid?
Yeah, how much is it? Man, what's happening?
It's free.
Man, nah, I'm
It's
good.
exposure.
I'm good.
They just came back, right?
Yeah.
After how long?
Out there for 8 minutes.
Wait.
Okay,
Huh?
yeah.
Let me tell the story.
Okay, got you.
Okay.
Today, Blue Origin's New Shepard rocket ship successfully completed a historic 11-minute suborbital flight, making the first all-female crewed space mission since 1963. So the 6-member crew included our favorite, Gail King, Katy Perry, a former NASA engineer, civil rights activist, film producer, and the pilot, Lauren Sanchez, who organized the mission and is engaged to Jeff Bezos. So the flight reached the edge of space, allowing the crew to experience weightlessness and observe
They gone?
They back.
They came
now.
back.
Yeah.
It was just 11 minutes, up and down. So they went to the edge of space and they got to experience weightlessness and observe Earth from above. So each participant brought unique perspectives. So one of them was the first Vietnamese American woman in space, and then we had, 2 additional Black women who traveled to space as well. So the launch was witnessed by a lot of celebrities, including Oprah Winfrey, Kris Jenner, Khloe Kardashian was there. So Oprah was visibly kind of, I don't know if she said it was joy, but she seemed scared. Gail has been scared for weeks. And so the internet has been like basically trying to get her not to go. But yes, and so the mission not only celebrated female empowerment, but also highlighted the growing inclusivity in space exploration. So it stands as a significant milestone, inspiring future generations to pursue their dreams beyond Earth's atmosphere. Just beyond the atmosphere.
So where did they go?
Just beyond the edge of space, right above, hovering, if you will.
So they didn't. So they
They
just.
weren't in space.
So they just flew.
Above the earth.
Above the
They
earth.
orbited the
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
11 minutes.
They bored.
That sounds like rich people stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was about
just
to say
got
they're a
money,
little
huh?
bored.
Yeah. That's rich people stuff.
Yeah, I'm not.
That's rich people stuff.
I don't know if I would ever do that.
Man, I got bills.
Yeah,
Bro,
hello.
I got
I take
bills.
one day in space. You know, I got to go to work.
Yeah,
11 minutes. You could do that before you.
they experience. Hey, she said they experience weightlessness. I want to experience billlessness.
Yeah, to be scared for weeks.
Huh? Bro, it's ridiculous.
Preaching in space would be wild, though.
That would be a waste of time. There are no sheep there.
Man, that would be dope, though.
That's ridiculous, man. No, bro. That sounds like we bored because we got all the money in the world.
Yeah, that does.
We ain't got nothing else to do.
Yeah.
Nah, we not.
Can you imagine floating and trying to really get in your zone preaching like that? That's a lot happening.
Why are you imagining it right now?
Yeah, all right.
That's something you would do too, huh? You'll be up there. All right, man. Gail, congratulations. All right. That's Oprah's best friend.
Yeah.
So Oprah was just terrified. All right.
Okay. Oh my gosh.
All right, Shakira, thank you for our current events. Des, holler at us with It's Questionable.
Welcome to It's Questionable, where we tackle the topics that make you think twice. Alrighty, band. Atlanta's own pastor, Philip Mitchell of 2819 Church, is back in the viral hot seat, and this time it's got people debating on submission, ego, and the complexities of race and responsibility. Brandy, can you roll the clip?
Stop blaming white cops for the killing of black kids. Instead, teach your black children to be obedient towards authority. And I don't care if most of y'all are black. You need to teach your children to obey authority. We need to teach our sons and daughters to obey authority. We need to teach our children to not fight against authority, not fight against cops, not rebel. Be model citizens. Stop being rebellious towards authority. Be submitted to laws and ordinances. Stop parking in handicapped spaces unless you want a reason to park there. Pay your taxes and stop cheating on your documents. I'm gonna go deep. I'm about to get everybody mad. Stop bending your numbers. Watch. The Lord said, give back to Caesar what belongs to him. That is, be submitted to governmental authority. See, now watch. I see all of y'all looking at me. You know why you're looking at me like that? Because you don't read. After Jesus is resurrected, I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. When I was 15 years old, I'm walking up Hollis. I'm walking down Hollis in Queens. And an Italian cop drove right by me. And I locked eyes with the cop, and we stared at each other. He drove by. My ego and his ego. No cameras, no iPhones, no social media, no recordings. And then he says one word to me. Listen to what he says to me. Listen to what he says to me. He says to me, watch, say something. And in that moment, I hear the voice of my mom and my father. Son, obey authority. Son, respect your elders. Son, don't be in trouble out there with the police. Son, make sure you listen to people when they talk, and I can hear them blah, 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 blah. No. And in that moment, with that Glock pressed to my head, I got to make a decision. Either my ego is going to be strong, God, or my submission to authority is going to be stronger than my ego. And if I have not been taught to obey authority, and because I'm not saved, I'm separated from God now for all eternity by a cop's bullet. Why? Because my ego was stronger than my submission. I don't care.
Of course, context is everything, and in this moment, he's addressing the dynamic between black children and police officers. Some people are applauding the message, saying he's teaching discipline, wisdom, and survival, but others, they're not buying it. Critics are calling out what they see as a lack of balance, arguing that while submission can be a valuable principle, it can't be the only tool in the toolkit when it comes to addressing systematic injustice. Some fans are pointing to Pastor Philip's growing influence and wide network, saying he could use his platform to fight the system that oppressed and not just correct the oppressed. So to the band, when a spiritual leader chooses to emphasize obedience over justice in a conversation rooted in inequality, is that sound doctrine or selective accountability? Is this questionable?
Chris, what you think? Shakira, what you think? Talk to me.
Yeah, I think that's the danger of clips too, because it was quick, and I think he was really addressing us having discipline because of the way of the world. You have to be able to have self-control in situations like that. I don't think what he said was bad, and I think people, of course, you're going to spin everything if you disagree. So you took what he said and said, well, they bother us, and why we minding our own business, and you start to put in all of these other things. But I actually agree with the clip. I actually agree with it. So yeah, that's my opinion. I agree with it.
Shakira, what you think?
My initial thoughts were kind of wanting it to be more holistic, thinking like it's more of one side of the story, and there are other different like ethnicities who also have these run-ins, and they're not necessarily treated the same, so it isn't fair.
Yeah. So spot on. It's not fair, and you're right. Other ethnic groups have run-ins, and oftentimes they don't have the same outcome as African American people, specifically African American men. Okay, so let's. To your point, Shakira, totally agree. To your point, Chris, totally agree. I want to exhaust your point. Let's say you have two neighborhoods, and there is a highway in between the neighborhoods. One neighborhood, a lot of break-ins. On the other neighbor across the highway, no break-ins at all. Okay? One neighborhood, a lot of break-ins. It is premier for break-ins, burglaries. Other neighborhood, just across the highway, no burglaries at all. Okay? The neighborhood that keeps experiencing the break-ins, what if everybody said, hey, this neighborhood across the highway, they don't get their homes broken into. We're tired of it. We're tired of it. We're tired of it, right? Why aren't they getting their homes broken into? Okay? You can do that, or you can say, hey, the reality is our homes are getting broken into. Let's lock our doors. Versus trying to compare yourself to a neighborhood that's just not experiencing it. The reality is we do not like the fact that our homes are getting broken into, and we wish that we would be treated equally in that. At the same time, that doesn't mean leave your door open, because the reality is what? Your homes are being broken into. I think we have to understand we both have homes and we both value our homes, but we are not equal. And we have to do things, we have to take extra measures based upon the reality of the circumstance to protect our homes. We have to, because we're not treated equally, we can say, hey, we wish A, B, C, and D, and we say, hey, it's not balanced and it's not this. The truth of the matter is, when we are out there, it ends in a particular way.
Yeah.
And we have to do what we have to do to lock the doors of our community. We have to teach our young people how to preserve life, because unfortunately, our homes are being broken into.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we're being shot down by cops. Unfortunately, we're not equal. Unfortunately, when police officers, I used to be a cop, when they graduate from the academy, a lot, not all, they can't wait to use that gun. Some of them can't wait to use it on anybody. Yeah. Others can't wait to use it on us. Does it make sense?
Yes, sir.
And so because of the reality that we're on this side of the highway and our homes are being broken into, we can sit around and complain that we're not treated equally. We're created equally, but we're not treated equally. We got to do what we have to do to lock our doors. How do we lock the doors of our children? We got to sit down and talk to them about what's out there.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Does it make sense?
Yes, sir.
So, yes, what he said it wasn't that what you all said, let's marry it. Man, that's a danger of a clip. Flip side of it is you have a diverse audience.
Yeah.
We have to address, he's talking to the majority.
Yep.
Problem is you got other ethnic groups sitting there. And what we have to do is say, and you all don't like authority either, especially if we're in charge.
That's good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's the truth of the matter. We're human beings. We're sinful. None of us like authority.
At all.
All of us need to be preached to about authority. But he's talking about a social issue.
Yes.
He's not talking about a global issue. He's talking about a social issue that unfortunately African Americans are predominantly with this issue
Yeah.
the victims of.
Yeah.
So again, y'all, we can complain about across the highway or we can start locking our doors.
That's good.
Yes, sir.
Does that make sense? I would love to live in a world where what? We don't got to lock doors.
Yeah.
I would love for us to be able to say, hey, man, you look across the highway and be like, man, we love that. They can look. But unfortunately, on this side of the highway, we got to lock our doors. We got to put alarm systems in
That's it.
as it relates to this particular issue.
Yeah.
All right. So Des, check this out. My segment is flowing from yours. I want to give you a story. We just came from Savannah last night. I'm a few months from 40. Give or take. Yeah.
I'm hollering.
All right.
Give or take.
Shakira, no cap, not adding to the story, not taking away. Everybody is talking about what he said.
Yeah.
Talking about the part about the specific part about African Americans and how we don't like authority. But people are missing the part where he said he had a gun to the back of his head. Have a story for you. So just left Savannah. I went to college in Savannah for 2 years, dropped out. All right. I was 22, maybe 23. I'm coming from the library one night. Walking to my dorm. I went to SCAD for a couple of years. SCAD is not a campus. SCAD is buildings in the city of Savannah. So it's not like you drive onto a campus. So SCAD shares the city. So you could have a dorm right next to a restaurant that has nothing to do with the school, right? All right. So from the library to the dorm, a mile. Okay, so I'm walking. It is about 10:30 at night in Savannah. All of a sudden, 4 or 5, maybe 6 police cars swarm me. Blue lights, sirens, they jump out and some of them were driving in pairs. That's when back then police officers were still riding together. They jump out and they draw weapons at me, not tasers, not spray, not batons. Yeah. They draw their firearms at me. Now that I'm a cop, I know that they were aiming at two places, my head and my chest. Guns are drawn at me. Two cops come over. They detain me, put me in handcuffs. I'm standing in the middle of the road, lights everywhere, people, they coming out of hotels, coming out of dorms, watching me. I'm not with a friend, not with family, it's not a group. It is Gabriel Allen Powell in the middle of the night by himself, guns pointed at me. They detained me, put me on the car, they checked me for weapons. I'll never forget it because I had on a white shirt. I fit the description of another black man. Had on a white shirt that had a depiction of Jesus on it. I'll never forget it. Black pants and a black backpack. Hear me. I'm by myself, Des. Nobody's with me. This ain't no group situation. It is me and God. Okay? They checked me. They don't tell me what they were looking for until after it was over. I stayed there on the hood of the car. I'll never forget it because it was hot. Until a car drives by, parks, and then drives off. Now I know what it was. It was a drive-by where a witness comes to see if who you have detained is the person that committed the crime. I fit the description of someone that had just robbed a lady, white lady, at gunpoint just minutes ago around the corner. They let me go, told me what happened. They handed me a card and said, hey, we apologize. If you want to file a complaint, you can. Gave me a card. And guess what they did? Jumped back in their vehicles and went to go find the guy. Called mom and dad. They were livid. Now, a lot of people are talking about racism in this. We got a lot of Malcolm X and Martin Luther Kings in the comments. What y'all are not listening to is the man had a gun pointed in the back to the back of his head. And when you got a pistol facing you, pointing at you, all of that, we are the world, black power, all that stuff goes out the window.
Yeah, yeah.
Understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So all this back and forth about police or this and so forth, you don't be thinking about that. He had one gun in the back, pointing in the back of his head. I had at least 7 or 8 pointed at me. And all I thought about, y'all ready? Only thing I could think about in that moment was what my father taught me as relates to interacting with the police. Because dad told me, they'll kill you, son. You a black boy, don't you ever forget it. So you better learn these 2 words. Yes, sir. You better learn these 2 words. Yes, sir. You better learn how to be compliant because you have a choice. You can fight dead, which a lot of us end up doing. We be t-shirt activists, black faces on shirts that's been shot by police, or you can fight alive. Yeah. Get up in the morning and file a complaint if you have a grievance.
That's good.
Fight dead or fight alive. So hear me. Totally understand what Philip Mitchell was saying. Yes, it was missing a part. I understand that. But here's the other part I understand. I understand how it feels to have guns pointed at you and all of that justice stuff goes out the window. You're only thinking about one thing because now that I didn't know that 6-7 years later I was going to be a cop. So now I understand it now in context. If I would have moved, flinched, did anything because they are looking for a guy that what? Has a gun.
Yeah.
A threat.
They're looking for a threat. They would have blew me out of the water. Watch this. And now that I understand law enforcement policing, because I used to police the streets of Atlanta, nobody would have lost their job. They would have been justified because they would have said, hey, we didn't know what he was reaching for. Because he fits the description of someone that just held somebody at gunpoint, which is very popular in Savannah. Mm-hmm. So I think the conversation needs to be this part here. How do we teach our black kids to interact with the police? Yeah. Number 1, y'all, here it is. Teach them identity first. My father never, ever, ever told us that we were less than white folks.
That's good.
Never told us that we were less than the police. Identity first. Here it is, parents. Tell your children that they are fearfully and wonderfully made. They are children of God. I remember Dad telling me this. You don't bow your head for no white man. You don't ever let him pat you on the head and call you buddy. If they call you by your first name, you don't say Mr. You call them by theirs. If they call you by your first name, you call them by theirs. Why? Because you are not less than them. I have a doctorate degree. If you call me Gabe, I'm not honoring yours. You honor mine. Because you have to know that y'all don't get nervous. I don't care who watching.
That's good.
You got to know who you are. Yeah. I have a doctorate degree. You call me Dr. Gabe. And if you don't feel like you should, then I'm going to call you Billy, Bob, Robert, Tim, Peter Pan.
Come on, Peter Pan. That's good.
Never been intimidated by another ethnic group. I don't care how much money you got. But you have to instill the confidence of the Lord so your children will know that they deserve to be in every room.
Yeah.
This is why education is important, so you can teach your black kids, boys and girls, how to stand up before the public and speak. Hey, my name Gabriel. No, hello, good afternoon, good morning. My name is Gabriel Allen Powell. It is a pleasure to stand before you today.
This is good.
Number 2, wisdom is not weakness. Scripture says wisdom is the principal thing. If you're going to interact with authority, if you're going to live in this society, we're not talking about, hear this, before you teach them justice, you must teach them, because everything has to be married to wisdom. Yeah. I have to have wisdom when I'm interacting with the police. So for example, hey, officer, I am reaching for my ID now. Is it okay? Wisdom is keeping your hands on the wheel. Wisdom is saying it does not matter if I was wrong or right. I understand that this situation can turn into something catastrophic. I'm going to interact with this person from a wisdom perspective. I'm not being weak. I'm being what? Wise. Number 3, I need to honor without compromise. It is not weak to say, yes, sir, yes, ma'am. It's not weak to say, respectfully, sir, I would like to speak to a supervisor. Yeah. It's not weak to say, good afternoon, good evening, good morning, sir. Can I ask you why you pulled me over? It is not weak to keep your hands. When I get pulled over, hear me, y'all. I'm the police, but when I get pulled over by the police, I let all my windows down. I do not put my hands on the steering wheel. I take my hands and I put it on the roof of my vehicle. Here's why. So that the police officer can see that I am not a threat before he gets to my vehicle. Wow. You know why I need to do the extra mile? Because my skin already makes me guilty. I don't put my hands on the wheel. I used to be the police, so I do this. How you doing, sir? Do you have any weapons? I got a ton. Where are they? Here, here, and here. Do you have a license to carry? Absolutely. Mr. Powell, do you know you were going a 65 and a 45? I don't say no, I wasn't.
That's it.
Yes, sir, I was. Yeah, because, I got that heavy foot, sir.
Yes. Yeah.
No, I wasn't. Was I? Oh, man, dog. Y'all ready? It's speeding.
Yeah.
Pay the ticket.
Yeah.
Pay the ticket.
Just pay the ticket.
It's speeding. Don't die over speeding.
Don't die.
Wisdom. And if you feel like you were not right, guess what? You signing that ticket is not an admission of guilt. It is an acknowledgement. You can go to court and say, Your Excellency, Your Honor, Your Judgmentship.
All of them. All of them. Anything.
Your Highness.
That's it.
I love that.
All of them.
Yeah.
That's good.
I don't think I was speeding.
Yeah.
Number 4, your life matters in heaven and on earth. Teach your children to have vision so they will live a life that protects that vision. Do not die at the hands of a person that does not value your life. You have to value it for yourself.
Yeah.
Number 5, teach your children self-control. Number 6, here's the last one, y'all. Don't miss this. Know your rights. This is going to mess you up, Des. Check this out. No, don't just know your rights, know the law too. Yes. So you won't be sounding ignorant when they're doing their job.
That's good. That's good.
I know the First Amendment, thou shalt not kill, but I'm about to.
Man.
Commandments.
Right. Like, why would you say that? That is hilarious. Please.
I know the First Amendment, thou shalt not kill.
This is funny.
Sir, yes, sir.
Know your rights, but know the law.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So it is okay for you to hear this. Talking to Christian parents, hear me. If you sit down with your kids and do homework, you do Bible stories and stuff like that, but also add, hey, let's talk about the laws you have. Let's talk about laws and let's talk about rights. Mm-hmm. And encourage your children to obey the laws. Because guess what? You have laws in your house.
Yeah.
Thou shalt not go outside until that bed made.
Hello. Don't breathe into the bed, man. All right, okay.
It is okay to teach your children the laws of the land. The scripture says, obey the laws of the land.
Yeah.
So don't teach them their rights without teaching them the laws of the land. Mm-hmm. Last here, role play with your children.
That's a good one.
Role play with your children. So go outside and say, all right, if I pull you over, what you gonna say? Teach them not to reach for anything suddenly. Teach them to immediately pull their phones out. Press record. A, B, C, and D. Teach them always show police officers your hand. Can I give you 2 more?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Hear this, y'all. Pray with your children and over them. Mm-hmm. Don't let them go out into the world without covering them in prayer. Number last, y'all. Teach them the power and the value of their last name.
Wow.
Teach them they're not YNs. They're kings and queens.
Amen.
Welcome to Bandwidth, y'all.
Wow.
I'm cute, though.
Great.
Y'all know I ain't lying. Yes, sir. Y'all, welcome to Bandwidth, y'all. It's about to be phenomenal. It's about to go down, y'all. Thank you for tuning in. All right, y'all.
Good show.
Good show.
Good
Thank y'all,
show.
man.
Yes.
Great segments. Shakira,
Not the wiggly popsicle.
never again.
It was ran out.
Never again.
Good though.
You ate it, didn't you?
Right over there.
Man, we love y'all.